must tune in. He's ironic, iconic, maybe bionic. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Genius. He's a genius.
Hello ladies and gents, I'm Michael Burhan from RetroUnlim.com and Genius.com, and I'm here with a very special guest here, Mr. John Leeson.
So it is, hello.
You are a huge impact on my childhood, sir. I have to admit.
Dear, I am so sorry. I do apologise.
Well, it's been great, you know, from everything that I loved, most cherished, stuff like Rainbow to Doctor Who himself. How have you managed to have such a stellar career?
By accident. You know, it is perfectly true, absolutely by accident. You don't do 2 years at RADA, and then you do about 15 years in repertory theatre, and then West End shows, and then sitcoms in the 1970s. And then you find somebody phoning you up to play the voice of a virus and the voice of a tin dog, just for one show. It was only in Doctor Who for one episode. And then look what happened. That was back in 1977.
Yeah, and it exploded, didn't it?
Well, we try not to make it explode, but yes, I know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah, the sense of character in itself. Like, you've got this dog who was supposed to be in for one show. He got so popular to the point where it's now become an icon in a sense.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Do you know what it feels like to be an icon? You get invited to spend an entire day with a lot of noise. It's amazing.
So tell us a little bit about your humble beginnings, basically. When you started off doing Rainbow, what was that like?
Very, very hot. I shrank. In fact, I was only in Rainbow for 1 year because I was shrinking all the time, and they had to recast with an actor who was already pre-shrunk, which was quite good. But leaving a TV show like that, of course it was enormously hot. If you can imagine a studio for under fives, very brightly lit, lots of primary colours, and you are inside a great thick bearskin. I had to have salt tablets in order to play the part.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really did. And I'm only hoping that they managed to dry clean the bear's costume before the next chap took it on.
So there are secrets hidden within that bear costume.
It's called backstage work, you see. Yes.
So as that sort of progressed, you then took on the role of K9, which this dog itself, as you said, supposed to be on one episode, but it got to the point where the dog gained so much fanfare. What would you think it was about this kind of supporting character?
Yes,
that...
well, you see, K9's never been a lead character. He could be on the lead, fair enough. But no, K9 has a sort of, I don't know, a sort of sweetness about him, but he's such a know-all. This is perhaps the lovely thing about him, you know, he is always right.
But this is the one thing about being enlightened, isn't it? You know, to the point where nobody can say that you're wrong.
No, precisely. What a wonderful job.
So tell me a little bit more about yourself. What are you doing at the moment?
At the moment I'm talking to you on camera. Isn't that nice? Yes, hello.
And I get to experience my childhood all over again. And
no, I've been doing some audio stuff for Big Finish. Again, Blake 7 stories. Some of those, and some Doctor Who stories as well. So I'm keeping fairly busy, which is lovely. But what else do you need to know?
Well, the one other thing I was going to say actually is, I think it's like such a big pleasure.
I forgot to tell you, there was a job I did once.
Oh, okay.
For a very small fee. I was asked to set general knowledge questions for a series of Mastermind. Absolutely true.
Wow. See,
talk about being a know-it-all. And then they had K9 on some sort of Mastermind sort of thing. Oh, they voted him off straight away.
Oh.
Too much.
Well, the one thing I wanted to ask as well, they did bring him back for the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yes.
Were you a part of that?
Yes, I was. I was kept in a cupboard.
Well, that's great, and it's nice to see how much of an impact that you've had on so many young lives as well. The fact that like children in this day and age are continuing to actually grow and learn from you. It's amazing.
Well, it's wonderful. The people I've been talking to today have been likewise very kind in taking me back in time. So that's tremendous. They were sharing their memories with me against all the music that I'm hearing from my left over there.
I think it's disco. I think that's what it is.
Is it? Right. Well,
You could jam to it. It's okay. Don't fear the disco. Or you could do what Gloria Estefan says and say that the rhythm is going to get you.
yes, it is.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually, yes. It'll get into the bones.
One more thing I would like you to do for me, sir, if you can. I've got a friend of mine who's a big fan of Doctor Who. His name's Dave Wade. I want you to do a very nice little catchphrase for him. His catchphrase is sexy biscuits. So can you look at the camera for us and say, Dave, sexy biscuits.
Dave, this is K9. Sexy biscuits. End of message.
There you go, my friend. Thank you very much, good sir.
You're very welcome.
If you only knew the power on the dark side.
2, 1, 0.